Hey, how you going? I'm Jim,
I'm Jade.
and this is Pokemon's 20th anniversary this year.
Yay. I'm old.
We're old. Considering we both started with the original Pokemon, it feels a lot longer than 20. I don't know. Does it feel longer than 20 years, or does it feel like...
It doesn't. It really doesn't. When I started high school, when I was about 12, is when I got Pokemon Yellow, and that's when it came out on launch, 99.
Yeah.
So it was about, 12, 13.
Yeah. 96 for Japan, 98 for the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Yellow was a year later.
Yeah.
I mean, I started with Blue. I never owned Blue, but I started with Blue because my friend let me borrow his for ages because he didn't get it. He didn't get the idea behind it, or didn't like RPGs or something at the time. I can't remember. So
Yeah.
I had Blue, and I played it every single day until it basically wouldn't play anymore, until my Game Boy died. And then, like, literally my Game Boy died. And then they were bringing out Yellow with the new Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
And it had, like, the Pikachu and stuff on there as well.
Yeah.
So I got one of those for, I think it was my birthday or Christmas or something, and I just played it continuously. Yeah, we got, what did we get, Gold and Silver the year after that?
Yeah, it wasn't too far after that.
Yeah, it was like early 2000 or late 99 we got Gold and Silver, I can't remember.
Yeah. It was yeah.
But I got those, like, on launch. I was there day one, I got those.
No, I was too poor. But I borrowed my friend's Silver. So,
You borrowed Silver.
So I borrowed Silver off my friend, who was like, I got Gold and Silver, and I don't really want both. You want to just play this? I'm like,
Who does that? Who buys both and then doesn't play them?
Spoiled rich kids. I played Pokemon Silver until basically they wanted it back, and I basically filled out that Pokedex.
Yeah, I bought, I think it was Gold that I had first. I had Silver as well, but I think I had Gold first.
Yeah, because when they re-released Heart Gold and Heart Silver, I got Soul Silver and you got Heart Gold.
Yeah, I think so.
Because you had Gold and I had Silver.
For me, having memories about Pokemon, it was just an everyday thing. Like, you went to school, you talked about Pokemon, you
had the
played
cards.
Pokemon, you had the cards,
Yeah.
you watched a show, everybody was into it, everybody was talking about it, it didn't matter who you were, it was like, do you have Pokemon? Yeah, okay, let's play. It was a schoolyard thing to do for, like, probably 10 plus years.
It's still a schoolyard thing.
I mean, for myself.
Like,
I could go to schoolyards now and start playing
I
it,
still
but I think
occasionally have like kids come in and they're like, oh, me and my friends are getting these Pokemon cards, we want this new set here. I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm just like, oh, this is really cool. Oh, yeah, you should get this one. They just look at me when I start rambling off like, oh, what kind of deck are you building? They're like, oh, you wouldn't know kind of look. And I'm like, oh, well, I see, I have like a grass poison deck. And they're just like, what? She knows Pokemon.
She knows. Yeah.
I'm just like, dude, yeah.
It's funny to think, like, everybody started with another generation as their starting generation.
Yeah.
So, like, we had, the original red, blue, and yellow.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that started with gold and silver, and that's still normal to me, but people who started with ruby and sapphire, that's kind of like, wow, you missed out on, like, two different games. Like, it's crazy to think that. With Pokemon, there's so many games, so many, like, media things, like TV shows and movies and soundtracks even, that it's hard to keep up with it even if you were into it at the time. Yeah. So I never had, like, a lot of the stuff that my friends had. They had, like, the M2M soundtrack from the movie. I had the movie. And I went and saw the movie.
Someone posted that recently. It's like the 90s captured in like a bubble.
Yeah.
In a CD. If you want the 90s on a CD, you buy the Pokemon movie.
Pokemon movie, yeah.
Soundtrack. Pokemon.
It'd be Pokemon the first movie soundtrack.
The first movie soundtrack. Oh my god, you can download it?
Probably. It's iTunes probably.
Pokemon theme. Billy Crawford?
Billy Crawford, yeah.
You Don't Say You Love Me, M2M. If it was you, So Plush.
Yeah, we're a Miracle Christy Aguilera.
Christy Soda Pop Britney Spears.
Somewhere, someday, NSYNC. There's Bewitched.
Get at me, Bewitched.
Emma Bunton.
Hey, you.
Is the Spice
Free
Girl.
Up Your Mind. Yeah. Fly With Me, 98 Degrees.
Vitamin C. Billy Piper. Don't know her.
Aaron Carter.
Midnight Suns.
Half of these people don't even make music anymore.
Most of them. Apart from Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera, I don't think.
Well, one of the NSYNC does.
Well, yeah.
One. Oh my god.
But anyway, every movie had like those people. Like,
I know, but it's like even now these days it's all like they have their all original soundtracks and it's all like
Yeah, they don't hire like pop stars. To
they
do the
don't
soundtrack.
get like pop 90s sensations to write their music tracks.
They should though. Everybody should.
Oh my god. Like, and they're not even like, being kids of the teenagers of the 90s.
Yeah.
Well, late 90s, I should say.
What?
No, teenagers of the 90s. But yeah, a lot of those songs were not on their albums. They were made for that movie.
Yeah. Those songs wouldn't exist if it wasn't for the movie. They were written for the movie. What crazy, like, Pokemon merch did you have?
We have this gigantic Pikachu down there.
He's down there. There's other Pokemon things that are around.
He's really fat.
There's Ash. I think it's X and Y gear that he has, yeah.
Yeah.
And I got plenty of these Pikachus around. And there's a whole box of them just there.
Yeah, I showed off those ones before.
Yeah. But I mean, like, what random merch did you have growing up? Like, did you get the Pokedex, the little crappy Tommy?
I had marbles.
Pokemon marbles.
Pokemon themed marbles. I won them off Cartoon Network.
Oh, God. You won marbles.
Yes, I did.
What a fucking prize.
Okay. On Foxtel, which is our cable TV, they had Cartoon Network and they were showing Pokemon.
Mm.
And they just like, here's the cartoon Pokemon. Oh my god, everyone get excited. I was 15.
Yeah.
And I'm watching this, right? And I watched like the first few episodes of Pokemon on Foxtel. And they had a competition where you type in they had a keep code word during that advertisement. You pop it in and you could win some merch. And I happened to get pulled out of Lucky Hat and I won like a big bag of Pokemon themed marbles. And they were They were cool.
They were the coolest.
But they got stolen. That's why they were so cool.
Who steals
They
Pokemon
were
marbles?
official marbles.
Cool.
Yeah.
Who steals that shit though?
They're cool Pokemon.
Someone who won a Pokemon.
They're weird and just like crazy and I had them and
I remember
what did you have?
all the stuff like this is gonna sound weird, but like all the stuff that they released in like packets of chips.
Yeah.
I had all of that shit.
Yeah.
So you had the Tarzos.
Yeah.
You had like the Pogs.
Mm.
And you had these little they're like a square, and you could turn them, and they'd have an animation.
Oh, yeah.
And I had the folder for that, and I had every single one, and all the specials, and the one-off prints.
Dude, I think you went more than my marbles did.
I had a lot of packed chips for that shit.
It shows now.
I'm still eating packs of chips for that kind of stuff. No, I'm just kidding.
They don't even do it anymore.
I don't know what they do anymore. Probably nothing.
These freaking Tarzo's things
Star
are the
Wars
best.
stickers or something.
God, they're useless now. It's useless merch these days.
But no, you used to get like one in every pack, and I'd swap and trade and buy and all sorts of crap.
Yeah, now they just make you just buy the toy in a mystery box, and it's
now they just sell packets of randoms, and you go, here you are. Yeah, because like back just getting off track a little tiny bit, but the Yoko Watch medals, they would just be in packs of chips.
Oh yeah, they would have been.
Back in the day, they would just be in packs of chips.
Because it would have been like some cross promotion with like Smiths or whatever, and they're like, hey, you should do this.
Yeah, they would have, totally.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed except now you buy packs of 3
now
for
you just
an
buy
extortionate price.
Yeah.
$7 for a pack of 3.
Woo.
Still not happy about that. But, anyway. What else did you do with Pokemon like growing up? Did you...
I just had cards.
You just had the cards?
Just had the cards.
I mean, we all had the
like,
cards.
I was poor.
Yeah,
so
like...
I did as much trading with the cards as possible, and...
I was going to say, because I remember buying a box of the originals.
Yeah.
And the fossil ones as well that came out afterwards.
I've still got... Well, I've got them. They're in a bag, and I even got the random cards,
the steel cards from the movie scenes.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay. So.
My bedside table. Okay, for a woman, it's meant to be filled like lady things, filled with Pokemon cards, and
So some of the stuff you have.
I'm trying to pull it down.
In there is just old and weird.
Old Pokemon cards. So here's the movie cards.
So these are cards that were given. Are these tops? These are tops cards?
Yeah,
they're tops cards. And they were like... They're not the official Pokemon cards. I mean, they're official cards. But they're tops cards. And these were given out Bubblegum?
Yeah, I think so.
I think you get bubblegum or little tattoos with them or something. They're just rare, and then some of them are shiny. I think they have foil.
Not these ones.
One or two. Oh, and that was the thing. The back of them, guys. Some of them. Where are they? Is there any?
Like there's like scenes of the movie. And
okay,
that's Mewtwo Strikes Back.
Like that's one of the cards, like Ekans and Arbok, right? But on the back, it's like it makes a puzzle if you have all of them.
Oh, these are all the Mewtwo Strike Backs one as well. So they're like different movies.
Well, they're the ones that make a puzzle.
And these are what is left of my ancient Pokemon. Well, they are 20 years old. They are 20 years old.
They're not over 20, girls.
I've even still got a shiny, like this shiny Arbok.
That's pretty cool.
He is pretty cool.
The original shinies were just a shiny background.
Yeah, they're all like scratched and shit. But yeah, that's pretty much as shiny, if you can see, but yeah.
People tend to tell you that Pokemon's degraded over the years. What do you reckon?
I don't think so.
I don't think it has. I think it's got better. If you look at the quality of the games, the movies, the show, even, I think they're on par, if not better, than before.
Do check out.
They've simplified the game. They have simplified the game, but that's probably for the better.
Okay, so what is your favourite Pokemon?
My favourite Pokemon? I'm going to go with Eevee. I'll tell you why, because Eevee can evolve into so many other things. You're not stuck with that one, or even 6. You're stuck with, like, was it 8 now?
Yeah.
8 different evolutions from Eevee.
Ridiculous.
It's the most versatile Pokemon there is, without going into, like, Megas and stuff. What about yours?
I like Snivy.
Snivy's just a stuck-up thing.
No, okay. Yes and no. But Snivy kicks absolute ass. It's one of the... I love grass starters, but I think Snivy is one of the strongest grass starters they've had in a long time, and I really liked it. Leaf Tornado is
well, it's better than Bulbasaur.
Yeah, Leaf Tornado just wrecks people. I just go Leaf Tornado. Yeah, you're dead. But I like Snivy. I really like Snivy, and the other one is I really like Gengar.
Everyone says Gengar. I don't like Gengar. I just don't like it. It's just too plain. I don't know. There's not to me. There doesn't seem to be anything too special.
He's like Ghost Poison.
Okay, my choices are purely based on how useful they can be.
Yeah.
And how they look.
Yeah.
I don't like the look of Gengar. He's useful, especially as a Mega, but I don't like.
The sun just changed, guys, so don't freak out.
Yeah.
We're using natural light.
It'll change. With Pokemon though, like, have you ever had any more special systems other than the first, like, Game Boy Color, or did you just go straight with Zelda after that for everything?
Look, I only had the original Game Boy Color Pokemon Edition. That's the only one I got. If anyone that doesn't know, it's that one there. I had that. I wish I still had it. I wish I kept it. But I traded it in for a Game Boy Advance SP so that I could play with the backlit and.
See, I had the Ruby and Sapphire version of the SP. Well, I had the red one, but I also had the when it went to DS, they did like a Pikachu normal DS.
Oh yeah.
I had that as well.
The only other thing I have that is Pokemon themed for my game, well, it's not my Game Boy one, it's my DS, is I got the Pokemon covers, because I've got this...
Oh, yeah.
I've got the new 3DS, but not the XL, I just got the regular one, so I could get the cover plates. And I've got a Pikachu one at the moment, so I don't know if they're going to release it. I know there's a few more coming out.
I think there's a 20th anniversary...
I think I missed the boat on those ones, because they were pretty...
But, what are you most looking forward to out of the 20th anniversary celebrations? Do you think there's more things that they haven't announced? Or do you think they've announced everything?
I think they've announced everything, because if they wanted to announce something, they would have done it with the Direct. No,
there was nothing mentioned. They just
to be honest, the thing that they did get was meant to be mentioned got leaked. So... Yeah,
if Pokemon, I don't know, for those who don't know, I guess... Spoiler, if you can say that, for the Direct. They announced Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon.
Which everyone knew because it leaked.
Was it a day or 2 days before, whatever it was, the two logos cropped up on an IP registering site, and the names as well. And everyone was like, this is real, or this is not real, depending on their point of view. And then they came out and they just did the Direct, and then the Direct was, 3 minutes of video saying, Pokemon, thanks for playing, you guys are awesome, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then they counted down the years and they showed off the 2 logos for the new one, and that was it.
They did announce that they're that they had trouble obviously the cable link really didn't transfer to any of the newer games. From
the original Red and Blue and Green and Yellow, wherever you live.
Yeah,
you could never transfer the Pokemon from any further than Generation 2.
Yeah.
You could go up to Generation 2, but you couldn't go any further than that because something to do with the code in the game doesn't allow it to go further. But with Pokebank, which is their online cloud service where you can store your Pokemon from all the recent games, they fixed that, but with the proviso that it can only go from the Virtual Console versions of Red, Blue, and Yellow, or Green, Japan, up to Pokemon Sun and Moon. Not XY
or Omega.
Omega Ruby Sapphire, Alpha Sapphire. You can't do those games. You can only go from those old games to Sun and Moon. I don't know why that is, because I'm assuming that Sun and Moon's on the same engine as Ruby Sapphire and all that. So I don't know why they would only allow that.
Yeah.
The only thing I can speculate is that they've taken away... Because, see, the first Pokemon game didn't have shinies and it didn't have the EV training and any of that special stuff.
Someone was saying there are EVs in Gen 1, but it was like...
No, they don't exist.
It was more so if you use Red Candy, your Pokemon were weaker. The stats
That was basically the only way you could modify it at all.
And there was a way around it, which was called the box glitch, where you basically battle 10 people, then put a Pokemon in the box.
Yeah, you've got to glitch the game to even affect it.
Yeah.
Whereas in, I believe it was Gold and Silver, they started doing the hidden training points, depending on how you trained them and who you fought and all that sort of stuff. And because breeding was the thing, so you train them up and then breed. Yeah, you can breed better stats into them nowadays. Yeah, because
breeding was not in Gen 1 at all.
No.
No shinies, no nothing.
No shinies, no breeding. That all started in Gen 2, so Gold and Silver, which is still most people's favourite gen. But that stuff, it doesn't correlate to the newer games at all.
No.
So like a Pikachu traded up, may not have the same stats or wouldn't be able to have the same stats.
Yeah.
That you could get him at Gold and Silver, so there's no point in doing that. But for some reason, the new game Sun and Moon has obviously got something in it that's going to allow it.
Yeah.
To do that. So.
We don't know what that is, but that's exciting.
Whether or not it randomly generates the EVs and IVs and shiny codes based on your trainer ID or something as you trade it over. I don't know.
Who knows?
But if somebody figures out, if it's an algorithm people can figure out, it's going to be exploited. Bet your ass it'll be exploited.
And then online will be just ridiculous again.
Well, that's the thing. People are speculating now because you can still get Mew in Red, Blue, and Yellow, and Green on the Virtual Console games by simply manipulating who you talk to and teleport away from and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So you can still do the Mew glitch. If you want to know what that is, you can look it up on YouTube. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
You can still do that in the Virtual Console games and potentially trade those straight up to Sun and Moon. So, potentially, in that, Mew won't be rare anymore. But at least, even if that doesn't work, Missing No Cheat and Mew Cheat, they still work on the Virtual Console games.
Man, that would be so funny if someone actually managed to, bug Missing No to the point where they put him on the trade.
Because you can potentially catch Missing No and he doesn't turn into a Pokemon until you level it or fight with it. So if you catch him and put him on the Pokebank, if you can, I don't know what that's going to do.
Yeah.
Maybe it randomly just gives you the right on.
It might screw up. You play game or something.
Probably just gives you a Pidgey.
Gives you a Pidgey.
Or something like Caterpie or something. Just something stupid. Like, we know people are going to do that. We're just going to turn it into this when it gets uploaded. Like, Magikarp level 1.
Yeah, that'll be a sick burn.
Sick burn Magikarp. Level capped at 1, even if you download it and you can't evolve or some shit. That'd be hilarious. I'd do that. But, what else can you take from that Direct?
Not much that they've got something planned. Not now.
Well, okay, they did say the game will be out this year for 3DS. Holiday this year.
Holiday.
And supposedly that means November. We think that they've got floor space this year.
Yeah, they've got...
Simply because they've been so quiet and they haven't said we're not going to be there.
Since the passing of Iwata, haven't really had a really big Direct. We've had the Smash Direct.
Which has not even been hosted by anyone. It's only ever been hosted...
And now we've had this 5-6 minute Direct. That is it.
And they've only been hosted by the respective representative of that company that's doing the game, not Nintendo.
Not Nintendo's new president.
But yeah, the fact still remains there hasn't been a full...
We haven't heard anything from them.
It hasn't been a full direct, and from
a company that was literally not even 12 months ago giving us directs like every 3 months.
And like
full 30-minute
like
and updates and things like that. It's just gone. It's gone
completely quiet. That either means they're in full NX mode.
Yeah.
Everyone's just being like, they're so focused, that's where they're going.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
It's quite jarring.
It is, because you're so used to having one every couple of months.
And we like that kind of, like, as Nintendo fans, like, we like that kind of communication we had from them because we felt like we were part of the pack. And now it's like...
I still think there'll be directs. I just don't think they have a direction for them yet.
Yeah.
It's like, it's never been set. So they don't know what they're doing, I don't think, at the moment with that, in respects to that. Or they have a plan and it's just not starting yet.
Yeah.
Like, it might start after E3 or during E3.
Yeah. So we'll probably find out in the next few months. I mean...
3 months and a little bit away. Do you think that they'll announce anything Pokemon at E3?
Yes. Oh, they have to now. They've just said Sun and Moon's coming out.
No. You said Sun and Moon's coming out, but do you think...
And Pokemon Go hasn't been... No
That's
details.
right. They didn't even show off anything Pokemon Go on the Direct, and I was like, at least they're going to show something for that. That's supposed to be out in March.
Yeah.
From what we heard before.
No details on it.
I think that's just going to drop, and it's not going to be as big as everyone thinks it's going to be. I think it's going to be a phone app that lets you catch random Pokemon depending on where your GPS location is. But I don't think it's going to be as big as what... the original hype around it. No, it'll be like that other fighting game that company released for the one that was working with Nintendo now has released previous games.
XD&A.
Yes, they have released I can't remember the name of the game because it didn't interest me at all, and that's what I'm afraid of. They released a fighting game based on the same thing. So you go around and you actually where you are, location, you get different fighters or you get different things.
Yeah.
It was boring as batshit.
Okay.
So
hype for Pokemon
Go has gone. With E3, I think they're going to announce a date for Detective Pikachu, which I want, and it will not be Danny DeVito. People of the internet, it will not happen. It will be a British voice because it's based on Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah,
it's not going to be Danny DeVito. Jesus Christ, it would be hilarious if there was a second option to switch over to US voice. Then
I'm just gonna call it right now. When that game gets floated onto the interweb, someone's gonna hack it and they're gonna
put clips of Sunny.
And they're gonna put Danny DeVito sound bites in that game and they're gonna download that as a patch. I'm calling it right now. And if someone has the idea and the capability of doing that, can you please do that? Because then I will do.
I'm not debating the fact that would be hilarious. But being real, I think you're gonna get some unknown British voice actor, or at least someone of a little known.
Oh, there seems to be something cute.
Yeah, it'll be British. I think you're gonna get a proper date for Sun and Moon. I think you're going to get a trailer, and I think you're going to get gameplay. I would hope so.
A new mechanic or a new Pokemon.
And they'll show off some new mechanic, but they tend to do that in the Korokoro magazines. They don't tend to show you Pokemon separately, because it's up to the Pokemon company, not Nintendo.
Yeah, I think they're trying to go a bit bigger with this.
Who knows? Maybe. I mean, it is the 20th anniversary game.
It's their big, massive game.
And there was one thing they did show off in that reveal, I guess you can call it that, was that the way they worded it was they counted down the years and they said Pokemon X and Y and then Sun and Moon. They go, it all comes together in Sun and Moon.
In 2016, it all comes together in an all-new Pokemon adventure. Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon.
What the hell does that mean? It could mean anything. My initial hype for it would be that they release at least a few of the regions into one game. That would be sweet.
That would be awesome.
It's something people have wanted since Gold and Silver to happen again. Yeah. To go back, maybe we can go back to Kalos from
maybe X it is just one big massive world that you can travel.
If it is the Pokemon MMO, just split up in 2 different versions because you get to choose different styles or something. That'd be good, but that's
wishful thinking.
That's just shooting shit out there. So my guess is that you can push your guys from the red and blue and yellow up to Sun and Moon. I guess maybe that's what they mean by it all comes together. It could be something as lame as that.
Yeah.
So who knows? I honestly think we're going to get a new title at E3, a new Pokemon title, and I think it's going to be for the NX.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to be like a proper Pokemon game. It's going to be something
No.
like Pokken. Maybe it'll even be a definitive version of Pokken. So, I mean, that wraps up our thoughts on it.
Yeah, that pretty much wraps up everything. Yeah. So, happy 20th anniversary. Thank you for making me feel old Pokemon. Because I feel like an old bat harboring on to like 20-year-old.
I got something to make you feel older.
What?
It's the 30th anniversary for The Legend of Zelda.
I know. All that means is my wallet's going to be drained. Even more so than it is now.
I think they'll play on that franchise next year. I don't think you'll get much this year for it.
No.
Unless, of course, there is a major game.
They had a big 25th. I think they're just having a quiet.
There's a major game releasing potentially for NX and Wii U this year.
Mm-hmm.
So...
More thoughts on that later.
That's another video, guys. We'll see you next time.
Okay.
On Jim&Jayde.
Bye.
Bye.
Celebrating all Pokémon trainers.